This developing story out of Washington this afternoon. House Republicans are now demanding an explanation on how multiple terror suspects were allowed to get into the United States. All of this is coming from a letter that has been first obtained by NewsNation. And Joe Khalil joins us now with more on all of that, live from the Capitol. All right, Joe, you've been looking into it. You have the letter. What do we know?
Yeah, this is something that was first reported here on NewsNation. Lawmakers now raising concerns directly to Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, Homeland Security Secretary, about at least 4 cases of individuals who were on the terror suspect watch list that either tried or successfully got into the United States. In 3 out of the 4 cases, these people actually got in and were in the U.S. for extended periods of time before Homeland Security realized who these people were and then ultimately made their arrests. So we know that some of these people, for example, one from Somalia, who had been in the U.S. for a year before DHS learned who this person was, another for an extended period of months, this person from Pakistan. So you've got these cases now. What is effectively happening, and again, 3 out of the 4, is they came to the southern border, and during the process by which DHS tries to process people, they did not realize, either because these suspects were misrepresented or there was a mistake that was made, and they didn't realize they were on the terror watch list. So what we have now is the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Congressman Mark Green, sending a letter asking for more information about this. And he says here in this letter, I'm going to read from part of it. It says here, quote, "The committee is concerned that DHS's current practices in processing and releasing known or suspected terrorists encountered at the southern border, concern is amplified following the FBI Director Christopher Wray's testimony before the Senate Intel Committee on March 11th, where he stated that he's very concerned about human smuggling networks with ties to ISIS of Iraq and Syria." Now, in addition to just more information, Congressman Green is also asking for a classified briefing from the Department of Homeland Security to certain members of Congress and staff on his committee, basically going over these 4 cases, trying to explain how it is that they got in here at all.
So they want more information, just so I'm following this correctly. You got the letter. They want more information. Is there something specific in there in terms of what they want Mayorkas to do next, or?
Yeah, so they're asking for a couple of specific things. What they want is all of the case file information about these 4 suspects, where they are now, where their location is. They're wondering if they can also get answers as to what specifically led to these 4 people being misidentified at the border before some were allowed to go into the country. And again, why it took so long, in one case a full year, before DHS realized, oh, this person is actually on the terror watch list. So those are the kinds of details that they're looking for specifically in this letter. I should mention that we also did reach out to the Department of Homeland Security. We have not gotten any response back yet from them as it relates to these cases, Connell.
All right, keep us updated on that. Joe Khalil with new reporting from Washington. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.